Have you noticed how many brand new YouTube truth seekers since the start of Philip Schofield scandal? Have you noticed how many have sprung up and they're doing videos and they're doing exceptionally well? I've put together a little list here. I'm going to show you a few. Some of them extremely well done by some clever people. This is one of my favorites. This is one of the latest ones. This channel called Face Replace. Obviously, it uses AI technology and deep fakes, and it's bloody brilliant. I'll give you a little snippet. Check this one out.
Hi and welcome to the show. Today, my little pervy silver-haired mate here, despite being married to a loyal wife for decades and fathering 2 daughters, will be coming out as being gay. Because as you may or may not know, in about 3 years from this very broadcast, it will come out that Philly was indeed sticking his willy in our very own Matthew McGreevy right here in this very studio. So Philip, it's just come to light about your pedo brother being, well, a pedo. What do you have to say for yourself about parking your pecker in our very own Matthew McGreevy?
Well, Holly, let's not pretend you didn't know about me parking my pecker in Matthew all along. I mean, you don't think I was shaking Matthew's hand when I had it down the front of his trousers every morning in my dressing room, did you? Wow, what a fucking bitch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The pervy little prick himself showing his true colours. Fucking perv. I'll never work with you again. You said this would never affect my career if it came to light, you silver-haired Jimmy Savile II piece of shit.
Okay. Really love this channel. Sent a few messages. I'm going to try and support this channel because I really do like it. There's some rude and crude stuff, but very necessary at this time. Now, what I like about this new technology, this AI, I didn't think I was going to like it. I was going to be a bit old-fashioned and say it wasn't for me. But when it's done like this, the establishment are not going to like it. Because after all, they like to dictate all the narratives. And they thought that this new AI technology they was going to use against the masses, us, to keep us in our place, to continually confuse us and continually lie to us. But all these recent YouTubers now, these truthers, if you don't mind me calling them truthers, because if you listen to a succession of their videos, you will see that these are fully awake people, very awake. Doesn't matter to me that they're not from religious stock and religious background. What matters to me is that they're awake and that they can see that they're being lied to probably years and years and years. I'm not going to play any more of Face Replace for now, but I will do if you want any more later on. But I'm going to move on to the next one now. So let's come out of this excellent channel and probably one of my favorites to another one of my favorites and another recent one. And this one, I'm going to type it in to find this one. This is also a new YouTube truther, Penny Bunny. And she's getting a lot of attention at the moment. She's doing extremely well. And she's fully awake, which is such a good thing to see all these people that are fully awake. I mean, really sort of restores sort of faith in humankind when people can see all the deceptions as clearly as we've always been able to. Right, actually, she does live streams nearly every day, and she's very good with people, very good with them. She knows what to say. She puts together her videos in a nice, concise fashion. She's someone that was able, this is what I like about Penny Bunny, she was able to put the jigsaw pieces in really early. And I love it when these YouTube truthers, as soon as something breaks, like a news story, and within a couple of hours or maybe even sooner than that, they're putting the jigsaw pieces in. so that the establishment don't get the chance to sell another deception. And what I've noticed is that they don't like it, the establishment, the powers that be. They don't like the fact that people are now dictating the narrative to them. Although they're not lying to the establishment, they're telling the establishment the facts as they are, the absolute truth. But the establishment doesn't like it because it likes to be in control, and it's not. It's actually on the decline. It's on the descendancy as regards fooling everybody. It's losing a lot of power, a lot of its power. And a lot of that power came from people that they put on a pedestal. I'm not going to name anybody today. I don't want to do, but I could do. And they've put them on a pedestal, and then they've been in a position where they can influence people, mainstream media people. And it's just not happening because there's so many independent news stations coming through at the moment that are absolutely knocking the foundations out of the established media, ITV, BBC, CNN, all of them. These independent stations on YouTube, like, they've just grown into a huge army of truthers. Some others to mention, Hugo Talks. Now, I want to say this about Hugo Talks. He's been ahead of the game. Well, he's been ahead of everybody. I mean, respect where respect is warranted, and in Hugo's case, it's most definitely warranted. He's been ahead for so many years. He knew where it was all going. He knew everything about all the deceptions, all the lies, and how they're going to push God away in these last days. They're going to push him out the picture, and maybe they're going to ban religion, that kind of thing. He's known all that. He's known all about the deceptions in wars and everything else. He's a really bright boy, is Hugo Talks, and he's fully awake and fully switched on, and he's well worth following, well worth it. Another new one for me is Professor Tim, and I've sent a few messages to him, and I like the cut of his jib as well. He's quite a posh man, he speaks very well, and he also can see that the establishment is totally rigged and riddled with corruption. And they're just a few people, just a few that I wanted to share with you. But my absolute favourite at the moment is Face Replace. I have laughed and laughed until the sides have given me a pain. That's how much I've been laughing on some of his videos, that I've actually had to just lie down because I've got a stitch with the amount of laughter that's caused me to have a pain. Face Replace, yeah. Excellent. Keep up the good work. And that's one YouTuber, truther, that is worth getting behind and supporting. So when he starts to monetize, because he's only just been doing it a short time, and in this short time he's getting hundreds of thousands of views, so he's doing something right. There's a lot of people out there that are just sick of the establishment and all the lies, and they're absolutely craving for someone to come along. But it won't take one person. It'll take a lot of people, a lot, to stick it to them. The establishment, that is. Stick it to them because they don't like it. You can tell they don't like it. Holly Willoughby the other day trying to smooth everybody, pretend that we're as upset about Phil as she is. We're not upset about it. We expected it. We just don't expect anything good to come from people like that. How the mighty can fall, and it's great to watch, isn't it? I wonder if this is like when the peasants during the French Revolution, and they finally brought down the establishment, the royal families and everything else, and the crown princes, and they brought them all down because they had no need for them, because they just weren't in touch. Well, maybe ITV, BBC, maybe all the established media outlets, maybe that's where it's going. Maybe they are going to come tumbling down because they're just not fooling anybody anymore. That'd be worth watching, wouldn't it, when that happens? So well done, guys. Well done, you guys that made that list. Obviously, there's a lot more truthers out there. In fact, there's thousands of them. But these are the latest ones that have caught my eye, and they're now on my radar, and they're definitely worth following. See y'all